Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making this video to provide you with an update on where my Brompton, the shifter issues that I mentioned in my previous video. So what happened was, after the previous video that I made, I complained a little bit about the shifter on the right side of my Brompton bike. So I took it back to the shop and had it sitting there for a little while, and I got it back now, and I would like to provide you with an update on that. And also I would like to point out a thing or two about the other components of the bike. And also for the third reason of this video is that I'm going to put the bike to the test, since this C-line, Brompton C-line, is also designed to go off-road, rough condition, a little bit stony, rocky roads. So I'm going to put it to the test and see how it performs, and also testing out the shifter that the bike shop had fitted on the bike temporarily, and I'll give you an update on that. Without further ado, let's get to it. First, let's talk about the bike. Let me turn the camera around. So here it is, my Brompton bike in a folded configuration. Alright, so I'm gonna have to open it up, fully extend it, but first let me mention something about one of the parts that I added to the bike. It's going to be a different sun angle here, so I'm going to turn the bike around so you can see it better on the brighter side. Okay, so this one part right here, you see where the wheel is touching the frame right here, where my finger is pointing, and also touching the frame right there. And also where I'm pointing at, there is a piece of accessory that I put on there to prevent the tire from rubbing off the paint of the frame. So this piece right here, you can purchase it online. You can look at it all over the internet. You can purchase it and put it on there so that the tire can rest onto that piece of the accessory, instead of rubbing off on the paint. So I haven't added much other components or accessories to this bike since the last video I made. That is because there are a lot of other accessories that I ordered but have yet come because of the supply chain issue. I don't know if where you guys located have experienced any of that supply chain issue with delivering products that you purchase online, but I've experienced it for a few months, for like over a month now. So I'm still waiting for my parts to arrive. But also another part I would like to talk about is I also mentioned in my last video, is this pump right here. Okay, and let me fully extend the bike. No, hold on. Let me just pull that. For this pump right here, in the last video, I mentioned that I didn't have a chance to use. However, I did get to use it once, and let me point out something that I experienced while using this pump. So this pump does look nice. Has a Brompton brand name on it, and it does look nice on the bike. It's really complement the appearance of the bike. However, the usage of it, when you use this thing, use this pump, you have to be careful when you take out this nozzle right here. When you attach, I'm doing one hand here. Okay, so when you take it out. Okay, so when you attach the other end, let me try to attach it. Let me set the camera down, and I'll show it to you. Okay, one second here. Okay, so when you can see this, but when you attached this mechanism together, make sure you align it well and try to screw it all the way in
all the way in, tighten where you can no longer turn. Okay, and when you pump, you really have to kind of hold onto the connection point, because I didn't do that. I was just holding like this, and the pressure built up when you pump, and then this part ejected out from the pump itself. So this is something that Brompton needs to improve on. So Brompton, if you're watching, so make sure that you can improve on the threading of this mechanism. So the threading is not too secure. So as far as the user, the Brompton owner, if you're using this pumping mechanism, like I said, make sure you screw it all the way in, and when you pump, you have to kind of hold on to it as such as you pump, especially when the tire pressure increases to high pressure, and you will feel the heat in building as you pump because of the high pressure of the air that's flowing through. But again, you have to hold on to it like this, so that this part doesn't eject out when the pressure builds up. So that's the one thing. Another thing about this pump is that it doesn't have a gauge where you can tell how much pressure you put into the bike. What I did, I was just pressure test. I tested the front wheel pressure by hand squeeze on the tire itself and fuse the firmness of it, and then try to match that with the rear tire. But I didn't have any way. I didn't have any extra gauge to see how much PSI as I put it in there. So that's another thing about this pump. The question is there any way that Brompton can improve this product? I'm sure Brompton can. And another question is there any other better product out there? And there is. I have done the research, and since I'm not promoting anybody, so I'm just saying that there are other similar pumps like this out there on the internet that you can purchase that has built-in pressure gauge. And as far as testing those, I haven't purchased any, so I didn't test, but I did see that there are other pumps like this that you can mount it onto your bike, just like this, and that you can that it comes with the pressure gauge that you can use. So again, there's two things about this pump. One is the attaching mechanism that needs to improve. Okay, and the second thing is about the pressure gauge. So that's about it. Is this pump? Other than that, it still is functional. Still functional. It'll do the job, but I would prefer it to be a little bit more secure and has a built-in pressure gauge. So that's two things that I had an opportunity to look into the bike since I got it back. But now let me extend the bike and we'll talk about the shifter component of the bike. Okay. All right, my friends. Okay, the last time, in the last video I made, I was complaining about the shifter, the right shifter. So this shifter right here on the right side. So what happened was the Brompton shifter on the right side, it went bad. I couldn't downshift it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you probably have to go back to the previous video and we'll watch it and come back to this one. But when I took it back to the shop, and here's the shifter that came with the bike. So I took it to the shop and they tested, and they did sanding off and so smoothing off the mechanism inside and tried to get it to work, but they gave up. They couldn't get it fixed. So they fitted my bike with this aftermarket brand that also a 3-gear shifter. Its brand is Thien Archer. It's working better than this defective component that came with the bike. So it's working. However, it doesn't look right with the bike. Cosmetically, functionally, it's working. But as far as cosmetic, it doesn't look right because it's fitted with the aftermarket component. So I reached out to Brompton over in London and talked to them about the warranty of the part, and it is the bike is under warranty because it's newly purchased. So they are working with the bike shop where I took this bike to have a replacement part. This one, but the non-effective one, a new part. So I'm waiting for the bike shop to contact me after they talk to Brompton headquarters in London. So that is the story from the about this shifter that I complained about in my previous video. So it is a bad one, unfortunately for this bike. So that's why the shop took it out and fitted with this aftermarket device. So there's something that's is an update that I want to provide you guys with this defective component. Okay, and maybe there's going to be a third update video after they fix the shifter and replace it with the Brompton part instead of using this aftermarket in the meantime. With that said, that leads me to the third point I'm making this video today, is that since this is a C-Line, the C-Line edition here, is built not only for city but also for meant to be an explorer to be able to go off-road and in any road condition. So like at the beginning of the video, I mentioned that I'm going to put this one to the test. So this is the type of road. Let me show you the type of road that I'm going to put it to the test today. Is this type of gravel and rocky type of road. It is a trail. It's for like mountain bike trail that go into the woods, and that's why to go out to the parking lot. So I'm going to put it to the test, like I said, and then to see how it's functioning. Hopefully I'm not too rough with this bike that I'm going to going to puncture the tires or having a flat tire in the wood here. Let me extend the bike fully open, and then we'll go take it for a test ride in the off-road condition. Alright, my friends, I'm all ready to put this bike to the test on the off-road type of terrain. Ahead of me is the trail. It's a running trail and my mountain bike trail. Let's go. Wow. Yeah, with this small tire, it's not a good idea to go off-road like such a condition such as this one. But I have to put it to the test. Morning. It really is rough condition. Oh yeah. Okay, let's continue on. This is probably a crazy idea, but had to do this. See how go. Okay, go down the road here. Okay. This really is rough. Okay. All right, here you go. Down the road. Oh. Okay.
Okay. Wow. Okay. This trail does have nice view here. Okay. All right. Okay, here's another part. Looking really rough. Uh-oh. And Steve, I don't think I can ride down with this. Alright, I'll stop here. This hill right here is really steep, and this small tires doesn't have enough grip for it to have any friction on the gravel ground like this. I'm walking down. So yep, this is a really extreme condition for this kind of bike. So it's not ideal to go down because of, like I said, the wheels tire size is really small, and the tire here, for this tire, it's fitted for more like an urban, more like a paved road condition. It can go off road a little bit, but not in this condition, not this extreme. So yeah, this maybe might not be a fair test for this type of bike, for this type of condition. But the positive part of this is the view. It's beautiful. So let's go down a little bit further and see what's going on. Whoa. Okay, I'll try to mount and try to ride. Okay. Okay. Alright, friends, look at its condition like this. I don't think this bike can handle this type. It's for like a hiking trail, jogging trail. Some is for mountain biking, but this is not a terrain for this type of bike. So I'm gonna go back and take a different trail, a little bit less extreme for this bike, and we'll see from there. Whew. A bit smoother. Okay. Okay. Yeah, truly, this bike is built for urban type of ride. It's not for off-road, such as the extreme road that I just get myself out of. Okay, now this road right here is for cars, but it's gonna be hilly. So let's take this road and test out the bike ability to climb and to handle on paved roads, which it shouldn't be any problem since it's designed for paved road condition instead of off-road. Oh, there's a deer ahead. I don't know you guys see it. There's deer just crossed the road as it's running. You see the deer? This truly is a nature trail here. Okay. So this is the park called Sampson Park. It's a walking trail, biking trail, jogging trail along and surrounding a lake. So that's why you see animals and see lake that I showed earlier. So bump up. Okay. Let's see. Okay, another nice view ahead, my friends. I don't know if you see it, but I'm gonna take a brief stop to enjoy the scenery for a little bit, and then we keep on going. All right, let's stop here since it seems to have a good view. All right, far ahead, I don't know if you can see. There's a little bridge there. That's a highway. That's a highway over there. And some sort of a big company or corporation across the lake there. It really is a nice view. Okay. One more time. Come back. Okay, well, let's continue on with our little adventure. Let's go. Going downhill. Oh, really have to slow myself down here. Woo! Oh, here's another vantage point that people can stop and take pictures of. Oh. Oh, it's always feel good to go downhill, but when we come back, we'll have a lot of hills to climb there. Now another hill. Whoa. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, this sea line model is really good for the paved road condition. It's very smooth, but it's not so much for off-road. It's doable, but you have to be careful. As I said earlier, that since the tire size is so small, so it doesn't have a lot of grip for the ground, and you can skid and slide and possibly fall in an extreme off-road condition. So just have to be very cautious and be careful with it. But a paved road like this is pleasant, very smooth. Well, my friends, remember I was stopping at the vantage point and gazing at the scenery and pointed out the highway up in the distance with the bridge. Well, guess what? We have approached. We are approaching that highway as we speak, and I speak. So right there, to the right, let me turn here. There is the highway. That's what I was pointing out earlier. So we have reached to that point. Now I know that on the other side of this highway is a gas station where I can stop and take a break and possibly take a drink before I head back. Let's go over there. So this is the highway I was talking about. Okay, let's go underneath the overpass here. Okay, well, here's the gas station. Let's stop here. Okay. Well, my friends, that's the highway. Let's take a quick respite. Fuel up myself. Alright, my friends, I have recharged myself with a sip of water, a quick break. Now we're going to start heading back to where I started from. So this time coming back around, it's going to be a lot of hills and I have to climb. So let's see if I can conquer the climbing part. Okay, go underneath the overpass of the highway here. heading back onto the trail, the walk, jog, bike path. It's really not it's a trail, but it's a path. Here it is. This is the path. Okay. This path, this paveway here, is I think it's new, because about a little bit over a year ago, when I drove through here, it wasn't here. So it is nice for the city to pave this road for the local people here to enjoy the running, well, walking and biking for peeps like me. Much appreciated. Feels a little bit safer to ride on a bike path, bike, walk, jog path here rather than on the road, sharing the road with the automobiles. Very nice area. These homes are next to the lake. That's actually aren't. See, it's next to the shore of the lake here. Nice homes. They have access to the lake. The thing is, I don't see any of these houses for sale or on sale. Who would give up on one of these houses anyways? Really nice piece of real estate. Climbing a little hill. Okay. Whew. All right. About this new aftermarket shifter here, it does shift better than the broken one, but still, it doesn't look as nice, functional, like I said, but it's not cosmetically sound with this bike. But at least I can shift. Okay. Wow. The downhill. Have to go straight. Alright. Okay. Back on climbing hill. Nice little flowers here, folks. Wildflowers. Really nice. I wonder what they are. They're looking pretty. Nice little bridge. Oh yeah. Okay, guess we are at the end of the paved walk, jog, run, and bike path here. All right, off-road and onto the asphalt road. Sharing the road with the
cars. Okay. Okay. Climb. 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 Okay. Morning, ladies. Morning, morning. Okay. Wow, that was a steep hill. I was out of breath trying to climb that hill. Okay. Climb. Climb. Okay. Climb. Okay. I'm getting back to the parking lot where I parked my car. Okay. Whew. Turn here. Okay. Back on paved path. Okay. Well, my friends, that was the adventure for today. I will try to come up with more videos riding this bike, and maybe like I said earlier, there's gonna be another update video when I get the Brompton with my shifter with the Brompton part instead of the aftermarket shifter here. So until then, hopefully I receive more of the products that I order online. Hopefully the parts can get delivered sooner. But so far I've been waiting, and it really is back up. And until then, my friends, take care of yourself, be safe, and as always, safe riding. Have a good day. Bye.